You are a relic hunter, a junker with ambition. Your ship, the Stardust Drifter, is a masterpiece of patchwork, held together by grit and a little bit of warranty fraud. You fly at the edge of the mapped galaxy, a place where star charts become suggestions, and fortunes are made from forgotten things. Below you churn the ion fields of Cygnus X1, a nebula of impossible colors, violet, gold, and electric blue. It is beautiful, forbidden, and famously hungry. No ship that enters the fields ever returns. The stories say they are simply erased. But you have better gear and a bigger debt. Your long-range scanners are screaming about exotic matter, rare isotopes that could pay your way to a comfortable life. You just need to skim the edge. A quick dip and run. Your ship groans as it hits the upper wisps of the cloud. The cockpit lights flicker in protest. You smile. This old girl has seen worse. You lower the collection drone, watching it descend into the storm. The view screen shows a swirling chaos of energy. It is mesmerizing and utterly terrifying. Your console chimes, a positive lock on a rich deposit. Just a few more minutes, you tell yourself. The lure of a final big score is too strong to ignore. Suddenly, your ship shudders violently. Alarms blare, a chorus of digital panic. It is not the storm, it is something else. Something from deep inside the field. A pulse of pure energy washes over you. It is silent, but you feel it in your bones. A wave of impossible force that rewrites physics. Every system on your ship dies at once. The engine goes quiet. The lights blink out, plunging you into darkness. Only the emergency power for life support remains. A single red light bathes the cockpit in a bloody glow. You are adrift, powerless, and you are falling. Your ship is being pulled down, deeper into the storm. The beautiful colors outside are now a terrifying vortex. Gravity readings are off the charts. They make no sense at all. You are being reeled in like a fish on a line. There is nothing you can do but hold on. Your last thought before the impacts begin is a simple one. The legends were true, and you were a fool to ignore them. The ship screams as it tears through denser layers of the cloud. Metal groans, the view screen cracks. Then, everything is impact and noise and final blackness. You wake up to a deep, resonant hum. The emergency lights are still on. Your head hurts, but you are alive. The crash was survivable. Somehow, you unbuckle yourself, muscles aching in protest. The Stardust Drifter is a wreck. But the cockpit is mostly intact. You look out the fractured viewport, and you see the impossible. You did not crash on a planet or an asteroid. You are resting on a surface of solid metal. It stretches to the horizon in every direction. A flat, dark, artificial plane under the glow of the ion storm. It is a world made of machinery. The metal is a deep, non-reflective black, etched with lines that are too perfect to be natural. They form circuits the size of canyons. You are a bug crawling on a processor chip. The scale is staggering. Who could build such a thing? What kind of being thinks on this level? You run a diagnostic on the hull. The ship is broken. The engines are fused. The FTL drive is a puddle of melted exotics. You are not flying out of here. Maybe not ever. You check your suit's integrity, grab a toolkit, and cycle the airlock. It is time to see what kind of purgatory you have landed in. The air is thin but breathable, charged with a strange, metallic tang. The deep hum you heard is coming from the surface itself. A low thrum of ancient power on standby. You walk away from your ruined ship. Each footstep on the dark metal echoes into an unseen distance. You feel impossibly small. a castaway on an ocean of forgotten technology. After walking for what feels like an hour, you see it, rising from the flat plains ahead. A structure? No, it is more than that. It is a gateway. It is a colossal archway, miles high, carved from the same dark, seamless metal. It seems to hold back the glowing nebula above. Its sheer size is an act of intimidation. This was not built for beings like you. This was built for titans, for star-born gods. There are no doors, just a perfect rectangular void of absolute blackness. It does not reflect light. It consumes it. The humming sound is stronger here, beckoning you forward into the silent, alien darkness. Every survival instinct you have screams at you to turn back, to hide in the wreck of your ship. But you are a relic hunter. Curiosity is your greatest flaw and your greatest strength. You walk toward the gate. The pull of the unknown is stronger than fear. This is the greatest discovery in human history, and you are the only one here to witness it. You reach the threshold, the strange air growing cold. You take one last look at the ion storm above. Then you step through the gate, into the void. The transition is instant. The humming stops. You are plunged into a silence so deep it feels loud. The darkness is absolute. Your suit's floodlights flicker on automatically. Their beams cut through the black, revealing a hallway. A hall built for giants. The walls are hundreds of feet high. The ceiling is lost in the gloom above. The same dark, seamless metal stretches out before you. The scale is meant to be oppressive, to make any intruder feel like an insect. It is working. You have never felt so insignificant in your entire life. You walk forward, your magnetic boots clamping to the floor. The only sound is your own breathing. Every few hundred yards, your light catches vast, recessed carvings on the walls. They are not art, they are diagrams. Schematics for weapons that could crack planets, engines that could move suns. This place was a hub of unimaginable power, a testament to a civilization that treated stars like toys. Yet it is utterly silent, empty, a ghost station at the heart of a cosmic storm. You feel a creeping dread. What happened to the beings who built this? Where did they all go? You find a branching path, a smaller tunnel, though still large enough to fly your ship through. A faint light pulses from deep within it, a soft, white glow that seems out of place in this world of darkness. It calls to you, a beacon in the oppressive emptiness. Driven by a hope you did not know you had, you follow the light. The tunnel slopes gently downward, deeper into the heart of the metal world. The glowing gets brighter with every step. You feel a strange warmth in the air, a feeling of life? No, not life. Something else. A residual echo of immense power. You enter a vast circular chamber. In the center, floating above a pedestal, is a crystal. It is the source of the light, a flawless diamond-like structure the size of your body. It pulses with a gentle, rhythmic light. The air around it sings with energy. This is not just a power source. It is a memory core, a library. You approach it slowly. The crystal seems to watch you. You feel a strange sense of intelligence coming from it. A silent, waiting presence. Your hand moves on its own. Your fingers stretch out to touch the smooth, warm surface. The moment your skin makes contact, the universe explodes in your mind. You see visions, powerful, overwhelming flashes of another time. You see the builders of this place, the elder ones, tall, graceful beings made of living light. You see them building this very station, not with machines, but with thought and will alone. They shaped reality like clay. Then the vision shifts. You see them fighting a war, not against ships or armies, but against a presence, a shapeless, hungry darkness that consumed stars, a devourer that moved between galaxies, a plague upon existence itself. The Elder Ones fought it, and they lost. You see their final moments, not in terror, but in serene acceptance. They gathered in this very chamber. They poured all of their knowledge, all of their power, into this crystal. It was not a weapon. It was a warning, a final prayer sent into the void, a message in a bottle for anyone who might find it. Then you see what this station truly is, and the vision shatters, throwing you back into your own mind. You collapse to the floor, gasping. The crystal's light has changed. It is now a deep, angry red, an alarm. Your touch, your very presence, has done something unintended. You have tripped a wire that has been dormant for 1,000,000 years. A new sound breaks the silence, a heavy, grinding noise that echoes from the giant halls. It is the sound of machinery coming to life. The station is waking up. Your simple touch on the crystal was a trigger, a signal that an alien consciousness was present. You get to your feet, your heart pounding. The warning was not just in the vision. The warning is this entire place, and you have just woken up the guards. From the massive corridors, shapes begin to emerge from the walls. They are sleek, metallic constructs, silent, automated defenders. They have no faces, no lights, no visible sensors. Just smooth, dark metal frames moving with unnerving grace. They are the station's antibodies, and you are the infection. They do not rush you. They simply move to surround you, boxing you in. Their purpose is clear. Eradicate the foreign presence. You back away from the crystal. This was a very, very bad idea. You came looking for relics, for a payday. Instead, you have stumbled into a mausoleum that is still very much active. You wonder if these things can be reasoned with? Probably not. They do not seem like the talkative type. The crystal's vision taught you more than you realized. The knowledge of the Elder Ones flooded your mind. You understand the station's layout. You see the pathways, the systems, the power conduits, and you understand its terrible, true purpose. This is not a memorial. It is not a fortress. It is a cage. The Elder Ones did not defeat the Star Devourer. They trapped it. The core of this metal world is a singularity, a prison of bent space-time holding the ultimate evil. The ion fields are not a natural nebula. They are the outer bars of that cage, a field of chaotic energy designed to hide it, to keep anyone from ever finding it. The station's defenders are not meant to keep people out. They are meant to keep the prisoner in, and now they see you as a threat to that containment, a variable they cannot control. They begin to close in. Their movements are silent, deliberate, and final. You are in so much trouble. As if things were not bad enough, a new alarm blares, not from the station, but from your wrist communicator. It is a proximity alert. Something is entering the ion fields from above. Your little power surge from touching the crystal was not quiet. It was a flare in the darkness, a dinner bell. You check the long-range scan data your suit is picking up. The signatures are clear, multiple vessels. Their energy profiles are jagged, aggressive. You recognize the patterns from pirate broadcasts. It is the fifth, a fleet of starborn marauders known for their brutality. They are scavengers of the highest order. They prey on the weak and the lost. And they must think they have hit the jackpot. A massive, unknown energy source in the middle of a forbidden zone. They have no idea what they are sailing into. But they are about to make your problem much, much worse. The Vex fleet is firing on the station. You can feel the impacts as deep, shuddering tremors. They are trying to breach the outer hull, to carve their way inside. This complicates things. On one hand, they are a distraction for the station's defenses. On the other, they are trying to break into a cosmic prison. The station's defenders pause their advance on you. Their priorities have shifted. The greater threat is now the one from outside. They turn and glide back into the darkness of the main corridors, heading towards the outer shell to repel the invaders. This gives you a chance. A very small, very dangerous chance. You know where the command center is. The throne room of the Elder Ones. The visions from the crystal showed you the way. If you can get there, you might be able to control the station, to access its systems, to turn this prison into a weapon. It is a desperate, insane gambit. But it is the only one you have. You run, deeper into the station's heart. The corridors are a blur of dark metal and immense scale. The tremors from the Vex attack are growing stronger. You can hear the shriek of tortured metal echoing through the halls. They are making progress. You need to be faster. You reach the entrance to the command nexus. It is sealed by a door of solid energy, a shimmering wall of impenetrable light. The locking mechanism is not a keypad or a scanner. It is a field of psychic resonance. It is keyed to the unique mind of the Elder Ones. An unbreakable lock. This is where their plan shows its only flaw. The security is perfect. Too perfect. It was designed to stop another being of immense psychic power. It was never designed to counter a desperate primate with a toolkit. It was never meant to face raw, simple, human ingenuity. The alien logic is flawless against its own kind. But you are not one of them. You do not think like them. You do not solve problems with pure thought. You solve them by hitting them with a wrench. Or in this case, by bypassing them entirely. This is the human advantage, the beautiful flaw of desperation. You open your toolkit. The advanced psychic lock is powered by a conduit, a physical channel of energy running through the wall. You cannot break the lock, but you can cut its power. You pull out a plasma cutter. It feels wonderfully primitive in this temple of high technology. You slice into the wall next to the energy door. The dark metal glows cherry red, then peels back. Inside, you see the power conduit, a thick, crystalline cable pulsing with light. The station was never meant to be breached this way. This is akin to a god being defeated by a microbe with a plasma torch. You take a deep breath and sever the cable. The plasma cutter shears through the crystal. There is a brilliant flash of light. The energy door flickers, coughs, and dies. The way is open. You just broke a million-year-old security system. You broke it with 5 minutes of crude work and a complete disregard for the warranty. You step into the command throne. The chamber is immense, circular, and dark. In the center is a single, elegant chair. It looks less like a seat and more like a sculpture. This is the nexus of the entire station, the point of absolute control. You are dangerously close to wielding a power you cannot possibly comprehend. You climb onto the throne. It feels cold and alien. As you settle in, panels on the arms light up. Probes extend and gently touch your temples and wrists. They are not hostile. They are trying to interface with you, trying to read your simple, chaotic, human mind. The system hesitates. It does not understand you. It is searching for a mind of pure light and finding you. A messy bundle of fear, hope, and determination. But the station has its orders. Protect the cage at all costs, and right now, the Vex are the biggest threat. So the station makes a choice. It decides to work with you. The connection is made. And you feel it. A universe of power floods into your consciousness. You are the station now. You see through its sensors. You feel its energy flowing through you. And you feel the core. The dark, terrible power of a dying star, harnessed and weaponized. The might of the Elder Ones is now yours to command. The sensation is overwhelming. It is like drinking from an ocean. You feel the Vex fleet tearing at your hull. You feel their weapons scraping away layers of ancient metal. They have breached the first few layers of the station's shell. They are getting close. Too close. But you are no longer a helpless castaway. You are the warden, the guardian. And it is time to show these pirates why this place was feared. Why it was hidden away at the edge of the galaxy. It is time to remind the universe what happens when you disturb the work of the gods. You access the primary weapon systems. The Vex believe the ion fields are just a cosmic storm, a navigational hazard. They are wrong. The fields are the weapon's focusing array. The entire nebula is the barrel of the gun. The Elder Ones did not just build a station. They weaponized a whole sector of space. You target the Vex command ship, a huge, ugly vessel bristling with cannons. Through the station's senses, you watch it chew through your outer armor. Its crew is likely celebrating their easy victory. They have no idea what is about to happen. You pour power into the ion fields. From the outside, the view must be spectacular. The entire nebula begins to swirl. The colors intensify, shifting from beautiful blues to angry reds. The Vex ships stop firing. Their sensors must be screaming. They must realize this is not a natural phenomenon. But it is far too late for them. You give the mental command to fire. A beam of pure, coherent energy, a spear of focused starlight, erupts from the nebula. It is the width of a moon. It moves with impossible speed. It strikes the Vex command ship, and the ship simply vanishes. Not destroyed, not vaporized, erased from existence. The remaining Vex ships turn to flee, but there is no escape. You are not firing a single beam. You are controlling the storm itself. Tendrils of energy lash out, striking the fleeing vessels. One by one, they are unmade, their hulls dissolving into component atoms, their crews silenced forever. In less than a minute, the entire Vex fleet is gone. The ion fields slowly return to their calm, swirling beauty. The silence returns. The battle is over. The threat is neutralized. The cage is secure. You disconnect from the throne, your mind reeling. The power recedes, leaving you feeling small and very, very tired. You are alone again, in a silent station built by a dead race. But things are different now. You are not a prisoner. You are not a castaway. You are the new watcher, the unlikely guardian of a terrible secret, and the wielder of an even more terrible power. Your old life is over. You cannot go back to hunting for scrap. Not after this. This station is now your responsibility, your burden. The Vex fleet was just the first to come looking. They will not be the last. The universe is full of those hungry for power. You look out from the command throne. Through the station's eyes, you see the endless stars. They seem colder now, more dangerous. You are the lonely sentinel on the edge of the void, the human who stumbled into a god's empty chair. And you will keep watch. For how long, you do not know.